I have so many thoughts on this book. So if you've read this and need someone to talk to about it, but you don't have anyone to talk to, this video is for you. We Used to Live Here is a horror novel about a couple who buys a house, and then a guy shows up on their front steps with his family and says, "Hey, I used to live here. You mind if we look around?" And things get creepy from there. So you've probably noticed that there is a ton of code and references and things to unpack in this book, either while you're reading it or after the fact. There's probably even things that nobody has caught yet. The way that this ends is so unsatisfying. So obviously I had to do research. There is a whole subreddit, r/old house archive. So I spent a couple hours reading on there. People have done the work to decode some of the phrases and Morse code that's in this book. They also posit their theories. But here are some of my theories. Spoilers ahead. So obviously we're jumping timelines, right? Or not timelines, but realities. I think that Eve left her reality the moment Thomas stepped in the house. I think that Charlie was no longer her Charlie. The post that we get at the very end of the book with Charlie saying that her partner disappeared, I think she returned home from work that day and like Eve was just gone and nobody remembered her. There are some other things that I read on Reddit. The big one being people think that the children and Paige are other people that have been caught in limbo. They're like slaves or servants to him in some way. Okay, and jumping off of that, I personally think that they also might be trying to escape in their own ways. Like, who knows how long they've been trapped in whatever reality that they're in. Like when Jenny runs away to hide, or when one of the boys steals Eve's phone. Some of the code has been decoded, and it refers a lot to the old gods. I don't know who the old gods are, but Thomas is definitely one of them. So as we know from the book, he's some sort of ancient entity, probably a demon, but his whole existence, I'm like very confused about. I'm also confused about the hospital in the basement, the Romanian psych ward. Why is it Romanian? I don't understand that part. And then the woman in the attic who apparently is Allison. I don't know why she was in the attic. Maybe she was sent to the psych ward and then escaped from the psych ward into the house. Maybe I'm cooking on something there. I'm confused about the monkey, but I think the monkey might also suggest that Eve has switched timelines before, like the way nobody remembered the monkey in her current timeline and she just thinks it disappeared. Then there's the old man in the cabin, who I think is another one of the old gods. People on Reddit are saying that it's also Thomas. I don't really understand that whole thing. This book is very House of Leaves-esque, and I did notice that there is a reference to House of Leaves. One of the screen names in the documents is Navidson, which is a reference to the Navidson record. Anyways, I can't stop thinking about this book. Drop your thoughts, your theories in the comments. I just need to know more.